so we're going to look at what a blog is. A blog is a way for you to leave messages for people. And as long as a person has your blog address, they're able to look at every message you've left. So what a blog is going to do is it's going to have your most recent messages float to the top, and your older messages get pushed down as you leave new messages. So what we're going to do is set a blog up, get it all up and running, and then show you how to get your blogs out to your students. And the goal here is that every student will have all of their teachers' blogs linked in one place on their iPad, and they'll know what all their teachers want them to know because they'll go to one place and see the messages for all their teachers. And it's not an email they can delete, and you don't have to worry about if all of your students got the messages and if their web email addresses were included, because as long as they have the address for that blog, they're going to be able to view all your messages. So let me show you how to set it up. It's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and set up our blog account. The way you set it up is through our Google suite of apps. So what you'll need to do is go to google.com and you'll need to sign in. And in the top right corner of most Google pages, where my cursor is circling, is a sign-in button. So go ahead and click that for me. And enter your Belton ISD provided Google account. It'll be first.last@mybisd.net. Alright, and that's going to take you to an iGoogle page, which you can customize, but that's a whole nother lesson that we'll do later. The place you want to go is you want to go to where the blogger page is. And the way you get there is at the top there's a button called More with a drop-down box. Click on More and go to the bottom and click on Even More. This gives you every service that Google provides. Scroll down through the list and you'll see a link called Blogger, and it has a B with an orange square. Go ahead and click on Blogger. Blogger is going to take you to a screen which shouldn't look like this. Should take you to a screen like this. And Blogger is going to ask you to sign in with your Belton ISD account. So I'm going to do my test student at mybisd.net and my password, and I'm going to sign into Blogger. Alright, so it wants me to sign up for Blogger. First.last@mybisd.net, and your name will be here, and then it'll ask you to have a display name. I'll be Mr. Student. And my gender. And you have to accept the terms or it won't let you do anything. We all know that. So click Continue. Alright, this brings you to a page where you can set up your profile that all your students will be able to see. And it will let you create your blog. I'm going to go ahead and skip the profile because I think most of us know how to fill in the forms and start all that. But I'm going to go ahead and create a blog. So it's going to ask for the blog title. Mr. Student's class blog. You might want to put something in here like Mrs. Smith's math class or Mr. So-and-so's science class. And then it's going to ask you for a URL. This is the address that your students will type in to get to your blog, and I believe it's important to keep it simple and to have a name that people are actually able to find. So the address that I'm going to select here is, I'm going to do South Belton Middle School, and dash student. You might want to put something in here like Smith dash math or SBMS dash last name. Anything that you want. And you can check the availability there if you like, but I'm pretty sure that one's going to be available, so I'm going to click continue. Alright, now it says to pick a template. What would you like your blog to look like? Let's see. I'm going to do this awesome because my blog is going to be awesome. Your blog has been created. Start blogging. Alright. This is the screen that you'll go to whenever you want to leave a post. A title will go in here, and then the body of your post will go in here. We're going to be mean and make homework due on Christmas. Alright, down here is some labels. This is a way for your students to be able to search through your blog. So I'm going to put homework and welcome because those are the two things I'm talking about. And then there's a published post. Your blog post was published successfully. So let's see what our post looks like. When your students want to view your blog, this is what they're going to see. The title was first post. This is my first blog post. You have homework due tomorrow, December 25th. Posted by Mr. Student, which is me. Now, when your students visit the blog, they're able to leave comments. Are you sure homework is due? Whoops. On Christmas? And they'll be able to leave a comment on that. And so now at the bottom of your post, students' comments are left. And you're able to see what your students are thinking and respond back to them. And if you want to respond back to what a student leaves, and every student is going to have a Google account, so they'll be able to do this, you can click on that student's name and you'll be able to leave them a message back or email them directly. Also, students are able to link this into their Facebook, into their Google Chats, and into all kinds of other things. So to get back to the home page for my blog, you can click the title. First post. This is my first blog post. Up at the top when you're logged in is your control bar. I want to leave a new post. This is my second post. Alright, so I'm leaving a title for a second post, some text that goes in here, and by the way, you're not limited to text. You can put links in here. What URL should you link to? Here's a website address, and you can change the text in here. Or link in an email address. Okay, and it leaves a link in here. You can do a whole lot more. You can insert videos. You can insert images. You can take a word and bold it and draw attention to it, underline it, anything that you'd like to do. Cross it out and hit Publish Post. And I want to show you what it looks like. Here's the post that I left. Student's gonna leave a comment, thank goodness. And there's their comment. So let me go back to the home page of the blog, and you'll see that my more recent post floated to the top, and the older post is down here. To get your students to subscribe to your blog, what they're going to do is they're going to log into their Google account, and they're going to want to subscribe. Over here it says there are no followers yet, be the first. If there's some followers, it'll say I would like to follow. So you're going to click this, and your students are going to sign in using the account that they have, their Google account. So this will be their sign-in that they normally have. And what this is going to allow them to do is they're going to be able to follow this blog. Congratulations, you are now following Mr. Student's class blog. Done. Now followers over here are going to appear. And students can invite their friends, or they can add themselves on here. So what's going to happen when the student logs in on their iPad is every blog that they have set to follow on their Google account will show up on their iPad in chronological order, most recent on top, oldest down on the bottom, and the students will be able to see every class that they've subscribed to and all the messages that you are leaving them. And this is hopefully going to make it a lot easier for us to get our messages out to students and let them know what's going on in class. Alright, here's an iPad, and here's an example of what the blog will look like. They're going to pull up a blog reader like this, and over here will be all of their different classes. I have it pulled up on a blog that I've been reading, and then here is another teacher's class. So over here in this column, all their teachers' classes will be listed. And then over here, this is hard to do backwards, are actually the different posts that are left. And so you can see that once a post is read, the blue dot goes away, and it tells them over here how many posts they have unread. So they'll be able to have all their teachers' classes in that column, and they'll be able to see all the posts that they have not yet read, and they'll know when they have or have not done things.